love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran on the spot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Clock now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Block working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Into the end zone. A pick six from the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Block now to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The 49ers get there. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with the pick.
He's going to make everything happen.
Into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Lock. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lock. And throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Saquon Barkley.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Rams nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The first down carry for Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd and 3.
21-0 our score after 1.
Niners 21, Rams nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Block going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense.
The Niners
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And not much of a hole there as he gets a yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Locke to throw. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
A 3-yard.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing his lock on third down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Pass for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Locke trying again after the pick six. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, That was well executed.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw on 3rd down. Rankin. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
49er first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Rankin. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Agnew now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Would it be Frank? CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 14-yard line.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be blocked on shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. A dump off for Davis. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down.
at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jabari Zuniga with a stop. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Rankin. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
47-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams, nothing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Locke looks to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Locke now on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And now here's another interception. It's Mayfield Jr. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it again with Barkley. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Danny Johnson on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, it's Locke. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, they'll throw with Locke. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
51, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line.
QT on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. There's Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
16 yards.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Lock to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Allison, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Locke. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Locke now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Locke will try again on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Locke going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
58.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called...
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A. Bills never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If you drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on the since. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was a dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
This is second nature, all is automatic.